Hello everybody, Scott here again at Perry Public Library with the Your Cup of Tea series, the fourth and final in the series of Windows 10 and how to use it, just some basics on that. We've already gone through 3 sessions, so this is number 4. I'm going to talk today about Cortana and just a couple other little things, and then we'll seal it up and you will be an expert on Windows 10. Don't want you to be scared of it. So we've talked about the taskbar, which is this bottom like the bottom tray of the center desk drawer on your desktop, for example. This is the desktop. This is the taskbar. This circle down here is Cortana. Now, when I click on this, it's going to bring up a talking computer, and she's going to ask me a question. I'm going to answer it. So just kind of observe what happens. This is kind of fun. What's the temperature outside?
Right now, it's sunny and 78. The forecast shows partly sunny skies with a high of 83 and a low of 56.
So I'm hoping that you heard her say that on the microphone here. It's just a computer-driven, voice-driven computer, I guess I should say. And you can ask Cortana any question. On your computer, you can go to settings and set it up so that you can say, "Hey, Cortana," and she'll just appear rather than clicking on the circle down there. And then she'll come up, and notice this little circle right here that it was hovering and kind of moving about when I was waiting for me to say something. And as I talked, it bounced around when I talked, and then the words that I spoke came out right down here. So sometimes she'll give you she'll just go straight to the website because she doesn't know the answer to the question necessarily, but you can research it on your own, or she may know the answer. So for example, I'm going to click on this microphone down here, and notice when I click on the microphone, watch for that little circle to bounce around or move, and when it does, it's receiving what I have to say. Who was the 10th president of the United States?
John Tyler was the 10th president of the United States.
All right, so you may have known that, and hopefully you saw what I was pointing to there with regard to the words that were being typed out as I stated. And you got to kind of be careful with how you talk. You want to sort of announce it to Cortana. If you say things like, "Tell me how to make a peanut butter sandwich," she may pick up on that. She may not. Let's try that. I'm going to click on the microphone. "Hey, Cortana, tell me how to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich."
I've got this for you on Tell Me How to Make a Peanut Butter and Jelly Sandwich.
Okay, so she did pick up on that. And but you can say things sometimes that doesn't make sense to her, and she'll say, "I didn't understand. Could you please repeat that?" You don't want to click the microphone and be in the middle of the sentence. You also want to make sure that you complete your sentence with silence, because otherwise, if you keep on talking, she'll pick up everything you say, and then it won't make a bit of sense. Let me see if I can make something not make sense. "So that the airplane flies low."
I pulled up some videos for you.
Yeah, so that doesn't really help. But just be aware that she'll do the best she can to follow up on anything you have to say. And that's Cortana. I'm just going to X away. That's Cortana right there, and you can use her also to make lists. You can say, "Hey, Cortana, create a list," and she won't do that for me right now because I'm not signed in, but you can make a list of like groceries, things to do. "Hey, Cortana, bring up a certain app." There's a number of things. In fact, you might even just say this. "What can Cortana do?"
Here's how I can help.
And then she gives you a whole list of things. And again, you can scroll down and see reminders, device settings, alarms, all that sort of thing. Tons of things that Cortana can do for you vocally, which is very nice. All right, moving on just real briefly, I want to show you just a couple other things before we close out this session. This little circular C looking thing here, that is Microsoft Edge, which is the new way for Microsoft to connect with the internet. All that's going to do is connect you to the web. And so there it is, and you can type in anything that you need to know there, www. whatever you want to see on the internet. So that is Microsoft Edge. It's just like Google Chrome. It does the same thing, or Safari you might have seen in the Apple products. This box right here, these files here, this is called File Explorer. You click on that, And what that does is it brings up all the files in your computer, those that are frequently used, those that are recently used, and everyone that you would want to use. Anytime that you plug in a USB thumb drive of some sort, that's going to appear on here as well. So that is File Explorer. This is the store, and you can find apps, programming, just different things on here. Hit the search box right there and type in whatever you're looking for, and if there's an app for it, it'll make it available to you. Some of them cost money, some of them are free, and it'll tell you that on the app. This little thing here is an email, and you're supposed to be able to click on that and set up your own email so that you can go directly to your email account. Now, if you have an Outlook account, that kind of works okay, but I haven't found it to be very useful with regard to any of the other email servers like Yahoo, Gmail, that sort of thing, even though they have the pictures there. And what I found the easiest way to do is just to go through either Microsoft Edge or Google Chrome, pull up my email, and then save it as a desktop shortcut to my email rather than using this particular icon. There's videos that show how that works. I just haven't found it to be very useful and very efficient in my working with this. So there you have it. That's the main things of Windows 10, and I hope that you're not scared of it. I want you to embrace it and jump in, because Windows 7, they're going to stop even selling them and make them available, and everyone's going to be on Windows 10 kind of from now going forward for the next number of years until they change a few things. This has been the Your Cup of Tea series, and there's a whole lot more to come, not necessarily just with computers, but with tablets and apps and telephones and all sorts of things. So just keep your eye on perrypubliclibrary.org, the website for the tech side of life, and watch for Your Cup of Tea and just see what other things are in the series that we'll be providing for you. Thanks for joining me. If you need to call us, 440-259-3300, or stop in at the library and ask for Scott or any of the librarians. Most of them are very functional with all of these things, and I just happen to be the one doing the recording. So hope to see you soon.